It's not fair.
Security.
This is really not fair.
No, this is not.
Come on, man. This is not fair. Why? You got something against wedding guys?
I wasn't gonna say it.
I see how it is. I see how it is. Yeah.
You want to take this outside?
I want to take it outside right now. Because last time I seen you, you dragged me by my easy rig.
We talked about get him.
Inside, they said I'm the DP director. Bro, stop! And I want to let you know, I never forgot.
Cutest release of the year. I just walk over to Blazar. Guys, this is the only one that exists. It's a pancake photo anamorphic lens. It's a 45T 3.2. It's teeny, so this is on an A7C. This is the wildest thing. All you gotta do is, if you wanna go vertical, you hit this button here, you slide the barrel, now you can go vertical anamorphic. All right, this is a good question I like. What was the moment that I said, yeah, I can make this work in regards to YouTube? I asked Terry this. I wanna take a jab at it as well. I've been doing it for like 4 or 5 years now. And I think the moment was, I asked myself, I was like, am I willing to take this risk? At that point, I was at like 40,000 subscribers or something like that. And I was like, I don't know how to do this, but am I willing to figure it out and kind of invest even more of my time into it? And it felt nice in the moment. Scary kind of came afterwards. I think it was like a few months to follow where the business part of it and like this is my career part of it really started to set in. And I was like, you know what? This is hard. Because I'm just like an artist guy and not a business guy. So it took a lot of learning, but I wouldn't change it for a thing, honestly. We got Terry. We got 2 questions for Terry right now. He doesn't know what they are. First one, what was the moment that you said, yeah, I can make this work in regards to YouTube? This is coming from Brandon Talbot.
I don't know if I ever said that, bro.
Did you ever say that?
The moment, I don't know. I guess I just start trying stuff, and when I started making money, I was like, oh shit, I could kind of make something out of this.
All right. You regret it?
No. Yes.
Would you encourage it now in 2025?
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go. Next question. This is from B-Wash. How often do you have to touch up your nails?
Pretty often.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just took the fingernail polish off. You know what I'm saying?
You should have seen it.
Maybe I should be more like Brady and, you know, paint my damn nails every day or whatever.
D. Lincoln wants to know, and if I mess up your guys' name, please forgive me, but my thoughts about a Pixis 6K as a first camera. As a first camera, I would say yes, if you're kind of strictly working with cinema work and you're able to have a team and able to build out your camera a little bit more, maybe build out lighting, because that is kind of a camera that deserves a little bit more production to back it rather than just say an FX3 you can take anywhere and shoot in any environment very quickly and easily. The Pixis doesn't have autofocus, the low light capability isn't as strong as say maybe like a Sony mirrorless. So it's just something to consider. What is your workflow gonna be? Leo, are you touching a light? You guys know Leo?
No, I don't think they do.
No, they probably don't, guys. This is Leo. He's my new intern. He said he wants to really learn camera department. Leo's an excellent key grip in Milan.
Thank you.
I've got 2 questions for you. One of them you asked. We're gonna save it for later. But my first question, as somebody in the grip department, do you need any gear?
Wait, like to actually work?
Yeah, to actually work.
In Italy, it's actually very different. Like in Milano, we don't have gear. Like we don't own gear for the most part. It's actually rentals, and you just make a list of everything, and everybody goes check. It goes directly to set from the rental, and so that's crazy. Like it's pretty easy to work there without having gear.
Okay, well that's the less important question. The more important question you asked me, why is country music so good?
Get out.
He asked me this. He asked me.
It's trash.
I also caught him eating vending machine pizza in Vegas. He ate vending machine. No. How'd you say it, yeah?
So this is whack-a-mole, and the idea is taking the Vortex 24 here, segmenting it into the 24 different pixels that we have, and the idea is you don't want to hit on red. You want to hit on blue. So right here I can control a little flash of blue. So when you see the blue pop up, you gotta go and you gotta hit it. That's whack-a-mole with the 24.
What is one perfect scenario of how you would rig that brand new XT52 right behind you?
I feel like
Oh wait. Look at that. A little filmmaker that could.
But I gotta take a second to talk about the sponsor for this video, because this video wouldn't be possible without it. Travel tripods are always something, it's always the question, what do we get for travel tripods? Because me, when I travel, I wanna pack light. I hate bringing heavy stuff now. K&F did send this out a little while ago, but they sent it as a gift, and they're just like, let me know your thoughts on it. And I used it a lot, and I came to like it very much actually for travel, photo, hybrid video stuff. I will say that this is a reliable tripod. With these travel tripods, I'm not using it for like my big cinema builds, so I want speed and efficiency with them essentially, and that's what I've gotten so far with this. And the little things that I appreciate about it are the carbon fiber build to it. I was running like the Peak Design aluminum one before, and even taking off like that pound or two when you're going through the airport, it takes weight off your back. And then also when we were just in Norway, it was cold as shit, so having this foam grip, you'd be surprised when you're gloveless and out there. This is like a saving grace, and you only want to hold this. But aside from that, just being able to have a strong ball head that is quick and easy. I mean, some of them have such like spinny knobs on the torque part. Like this is an important one. Being able to actually torque it down to that wing nut is fantastic for me. But you know, it does all of the things. You can swing the legs out. You can swing this actually upside down. You can just swing this, and then you got that set up as well. For you, I want to tell you that this has been a reliable tripod and lightweight, and that to me is what is important for a travel tripod. So K&F, thank you for sending this out. I've been using it quite a bit. And let's get back to NAB and let's ask some people some crazy questions. Keshi Chikawa, I'm sorry again if I messed it up. What's advice for someone like me who wants to grow connections in the industry? Honestly, I think connections are the most important thing to be successful and grow in this industry. That's hands down. It's something that I'm a social butterfly, you know, 8 times out of 12. So I love going to, especially at NAB and events like this, I love going out and I love chatting with people. I think that I've always found that coming to events like this and networking and just going up and talking to people, what do you do? It leads to so many great conversations and opportunities that kind of brew in like friendships and connections that grow over time. If you're not in person, I'm a DMer. Like I'll slide in your DMs. If I'm like, follow me, I'm gonna message you and be like, your shit's cool. Just get to know them, because I'm a friendly guy and I like to make these connections. B-Wash wants to know what my hair care routine looks like. I'm not gonna release it just because B-Wash asked me.
Yo, what's up? We are at NAB at the Nisi booth, chilling with the beautiful Brady Bissett.
What an asshole. I was just trying to get like a nice intro to where we are.
Sorry, let me do it for the we are at NAB.
Okay.
Like I think obviously we're gonna be using these in the place of like obviously an M40. Definitely a lot of situations where I'd be using M90s, so that'd be, you know, Condor rigs and stuff like that too. But honestly, where lights like this excel, where you really need them, I love using bluff bounce with CRLS. And the thing is the bluff bounce, you need a lot of power to shoot into it. So it's the type of thing where having a couple of these, shooting into like a 12 by bluff bounce or a few, 12 by bluff bounces outside of a window with CRLS, that's probably how I'm gonna end up using these a lot.
What's the coolest thing and kind of nostalgic to me is that the first NAB I ever came to was with Aputure. And they were coming along, they were cooking along, and it was a big year then. And now, so much has changed with Aputure, and it's so fun to kind of have grown like my career alongside with their career, and at least the lighting side of things, because now we're at View Studios at this whole virtual stage. And you've got ASC cinematographers doing demos. You've got incredible light releases like the 5200 that's right here behind me. It's so fun to see this like really like museum of growth. So it starts with this little guy, the 120D. This was the first, guys, this was the first light that I bought right here. The 120D, this little guy. Then you get into the bicolor world, the 600X and the 300X. I remember this NAB where this guy was released, or the first one, this is the second one. But then from the old version of the color, now you get the new engine, which is the Blair CG, and the Storm ADC, which you know we love, featuring the 3-light kit that just came out. I gotta get my hands on this 3-light kit. This light is bigger than Justin Porter. Don't tell him I said that because he'll probably get mad at me. But it's the XT52.
So everything he said is definitely false. He don't even know what this light does, all right? Let a real DP tell you about this light, okay? So this light is bright, and it's a light, yeah, and it's crazy.
I don't want to answer this one. Fareed Lopez says, how did you land your first client and what type of project was it? Listen, my first video was a sorority video that I did in Florida when I went to college at FAU. And I mean, I'd done photo before, but my first video client, because I did photo for 7 years before video. Yeah, I was just involved through photo, taking pictures with a lot of the fraternities and sororities. I wasn't even in a frat. I don't know how I ended up with that crowd. But I was friends with them and they needed a recruitment video for their sorority. And I was like, sure, I don't know anything about sororities or recruitment videos, but let's run it, why not? Yeah, I think I got paid like maybe $75 for it for like 2 days of filming or something like that. Is it good? I guess it's not terrible. It's not my best work. Okay, what are some of the highs and lows of my profession? I actually really do like that. This is kind of a job that comes with the high highs and it comes with low lows. I think that community is one part of it, and being able to talk over things with your community and group and network of friends is really helpful, because oftentimes you're going through it as well, I'm going through it as well, we're all going through it, so having somebody to communicate that with is really important. As for the highs, it's really important to be grateful of that and take a second to appreciate it, because we know that it's not always going to be a high. That's why it's a high. So take a second, a little bit of like appreciation time, but also don't like say it's a financial high. Don't take it and run with it and go buy a Ferrari. You know, just kind of reminding yourself of the opposite of wherever you're at is really important. But listen, I got to get to the studio to do some Aputure stuff that you're probably going to see soon. So I'll see you guys soon.